Welcome to Bilbao. My name is Claire Hawkins. I'm a traveling singer-songwriter and I am currently traveling through the Basque Country. If you missed my last two videos from Biarritz and San Sebastian, you can find them on my channel now. But today, we're in Bilbao. It's my first time to the city, and if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know my favorite way to start off exploring a new place is with a free walking tour. We are starting our tour here along Bilbao River, which separates the old town, which is the side that we're on now, from the newer, modern expansion of the city. Originally in the 1300s, Bilbao was just the old town, so it's interesting to see the difference in the architecture and overall vibe depending what side of the river you're on. And our guide let us know a fun fact: this river is actually an estuary because instead of flowing in from the sea, it ends up in the sea. I'm standing here outside of St. Nicholas's Church, and if you can see this marker that's way above my head, that is the waterline marker from a horrible, horrible flood that happened in 1983. Bilbao is pretty prone to flooding in general, but this was by far the worst one they've had. We are here in Plaza Nueva, and if you see this very hard-looking word to pronounce that says Euskaltzaindia, I'll need my Basque friends to correct my pronunciation, but this was the Royal Academy of the Basque Language. I believe it was built in 1919, and it's kind of the central marker of this beautiful square. The Basque language, or Euskera, which is Basque in Basque, is a very fascinating language. It is one of the oldest languages in Europe, if not the oldest, and we don't actually know where it comes from. It is not a dead language. It is very much alive. People here learn it in schools. They speak it at home. You see signs written in both Spanish and Basque. It is a very, very active part of the culture here in Basque Country, and I find it really fascinating.
I don't take it in big numbers. I could get used to this kind of hunger.
We're now walking through the old town. This beautiful Gothic cathedral behind me is Santiago Cathedral. It's so, so spectacular, especially in the sun.
Everyone deserves a lonesome slumber, so I don't take it in big numbers.
The walking tour just ended, and now I want to go check out La Ribera Market. I read that this is the largest covered market in Europe. However, I feel like I also read that about Riga Central Market when I was in Latvia last year. So this might be one of those technicality-based things, and I don't know the specific detail of the qualifier.
Small doses, little tastes are all I need. Small doses are all it takes to feel the release. And like little roses get replaced, I'll wipe my slate clean until these small doses get a hold of me.
Upstairs here is the fish and poultry market, and you can see there are long, long lines of locals who come here to do their shopping. Downstairs there is the gastronomy section, so places you can actually sit and have a bite, but it's just about noon right now, so I think it's a little bit early. There's a place nearby called Cafe Iruña, which I've heard not only has delicious food, but is also beautiful. It was built in 1903, and it's supposed to be kind of a go-to spot in the area. If you caught my San Sebastian vlog, then you already know this region is all about pinchos. Pinchos are small plates, very similar to tapas, and they are incredible. There's so many different ways you can have them, and I haven't had any yet in Bilbao, so it's time.
I won't tell you that I like it.
Pinchos. I have one that looks like a croqueta with some prosciutto, and the other one is a tortilla, a Spanish omelet.
Maybe I'll even
that today was supposed to be a gray and rainy day here in Bilbao, but it turned out to still be beautiful. That said, I'm still keeping my gray weather day plans. We are headed to the iconic Guggenheim Museum here in Bilbao. I love the puns here. So far, I have seen Bilboat and Bilbus. Now, you may already know this, but there are 4 Guggenheim museums around the world: here, New York City, Venice, and Abu Dhabi. Now, this will be my 3rd Guggenheim. There's one that I've still yet to visit. I'll let you all guess which one. Before we head inside the museum, there are 2 particularly iconic sculptures outside the museum that I want to share with you. The first is called Maman, that is the French word for mother. It is a very interesting Gothic-looking 9-meter tall spider. This was created by French artist Louise Bourgeois. You can actually walk through it. When I went on a run earlier today, I got to run through the sculpture, which was a pretty incredible experience. If you come around to the other side of the museum, you will find Puppy. This is the world's largest flower sculpture, and it was created by American artist Jeff Koons. It's definitely seen as somewhat of a symbol of the city because I've been seeing it in the souvenir shops, on postcards, and it's really just very adorable. This might be my favorite. This is really fun. If I can be honest, while I've had some good food here in Bilbao, I don't feel like any of the meals I've eaten have quite lived up to this region's food reputation. So, it's my last day. We're gonna remedy that. There's a place that I've heard really good things about called El Globo. It's a typical pintxos bar. But now I'm approaching it and there are more people here at this place than at any other restaurant I've gone to for food. So that is a very good sign. So what I have here is essentially a Basque hot dog. It's a local sausage. And then the other 2, one is a calamari onion situation. And the other is a tempura artichoke with prosciutto on top. It is my last day here in Bilbao, and there's one more thing that I wanted to visit before I leave, which is this beautiful building behind me. This is Azkuna Zentroa Alhóndiga, Bilbao, and essentially it's a cultural center. This building was originally a corn exchange, and that is a term I just learned, but it means a place where grain is bought and sold and stored. And in 2010, it was converted into a cultural center. So now there's a fitness center, a cinema, a theater, there's a design shop, there are art installations. There's a lot of things going on. Having this whole sunny rooftop to myself feels like the perfect opportunity to say thank you so much for watching. This concludes my little Basque Country series, so if you are just joining us in this video, make sure to head over to my channel and check out my videos from San Sebastian and Biarritz as well. As always, the music in this video was my original music. You can find it linked in the video description or anywhere you listen to music online by searching for me, Claire Hawkins. I'll be back next week with another video from my travels in Asia, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on. Leave me a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from and where you want to see me go next. Thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.